I didn't decide to come here. God decided that I should come here. Dr. Thierfelder always talks about divine providence and how it leads people to the Abbey, how it led him to the Abbey, and I fully believe in that as well. Well, I've wanted to be a librarian since I was 7, so I knew I wanted a master's degree and that my undergraduate could pretty much be in anything. I knew I liked to read, so I had pretty much been planning on English since like my junior year of high school, maybe sophomore year of high school. And so that wasn't a hard decision for me at all. It was basically as soon as I got here, I was like, when will you let me declare? When people visit, I like to tell them that liberal arts is perfect because it's like a buffet where you take 2 years of core classes where you get to taste everything before you decide what you really want to eat or study. And that way you kind of get the best of all of it. And I would agree with that. I also enjoyed, I'm a business minor, and I really enjoyed taking business classes from the liberal arts perspective. I never expected to be in a marketing class and to hear my professor say, you shouldn't be here as a means to an end, you should be here to broaden your mind. Community is everything. It's everything for me, it's everything for the Abbey. I don't think I have ever felt as loved and as supported and as encouraged as I have at the Abbey. Everyone at the Abbey, like, it doesn't matter if you've known them for 4 years or if you have known them for 4 minutes, like, they're willing to listen to you, which I think is very incredible, and they're willing to love you. And how the students here care deeply and truly for one another. They care about seeking truth. They care about living virtuous lives. The fact that in the classroom we can have very open conversations about things that matter to us, whatever they are, but it includes faith. And I mean, I could tell you a story about every single professor I've ever had an experience with at the Abbey. I had a professor who I turned in a paper one time. There was a class of 29 students. That's like the biggest class I've ever been in at the Abbey, which is incredible to begin with. I turned in a 1-page paper, and she said, Martina, this doesn't sound like you. Were you in a rush when you wrote this? It was 1 page. She knew my name. I was the youngest person in the class. I was barely a major, okay? It was a required, like, it was all full of seniors who she'd been with for 3 years, and for me she was like, this doesn't sound like you. Like, that's how professors work here. I was really nervous. I was not being a very good student and was trying to avoid him because I knew that I was very behind in my work, and I saw him one day and he was like, can I meet with you for a few minutes? I was like, of course, obviously. And I figured that we were gonna have not a very good talk. And he's like, okay, welcome me into his office. I sat down and he said, how are you doing? And that, it just made me realize that, like, he cared about me as a person more than he cared about me as a student. So we just talked. And then at the end, we didn't even mention any of my homework at all. And he was like, Montana, it sounds like you are just having one of those semesters. I think that you should take a break from your work on this class. And that was just something incredible. Like, he was so intuitive and he cared so much and he knew so much about me and how I functioned and how the things in my life would affect me and affect the way that I worked, that he could ask those other questions first and know what was going on. That was so incredible to me, and it still blows my mind. Like, Belmont Abbey encourages excellence, and my teachers have encouraged excellence, and they've taught me well. They haven't taught me everything they know, but in the classes that I've taken, like, I've learned as much as I could, I think. And it's weird, but it's good to be ready to leave the nest.